Okay, hello and welcome to Attack on Titan chapter 138. Oh boy, this is it. We're getting there, mates. We're getting there. We are almost at the finish line for Attack on Titan. This is the final chapter where we're going to be able to read it and know that there's more coming out afterwards. Isn't that fucking crazy to think about? This is the final chapter where we're going to be reading this chapter knowing that there's more Attack on Titan content to come. Oh man, it almost hurts my heart just to say it, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last month, where I don't show the actual images on screen. I explained last month why that's not going to be why that's the case. I have a lot of things I want to talk about regarding my channel in general because there's been a lot of stuff going on recently, which I need to a few things on my channel need to kind of change and whatnot to make up for that. But I won't bother dragging this video down with all that talk. I'll get into that in an actual video. So yeah, I don't really have much to say. Thank you for all the translators who put in the hard work for this chapter. Oh, one more thing actually before I get into the chapter. Chapter 137, a controversial chapter as I expected. I've had more time to think about it. Like I said in my chapter 137 reaction, I had time to think about it, really think about what I thought about the chapter. And after having given it some time, my opinion is positive, you know? Most of the issues I had when I first read it, either I don't really have issues with anymore, or I like them. Like Zeke's death, for example, when I first read it, it was a bit anticlimactic for me, but now that it's had time to settle in and I've imagined how it'll play out animated, I think now I'm on board with it, you know? And I don't really have too many major issues with the chapter. It's definitely a chapter where if Isayama doesn't stick the landing, you know, if Isayama messes up the ending, you know, then we could obviously look at that chapter as kind of a beginning of the end kind of thing. But it could also very much just be a chapter 119 situation where at the time people really don't like it, but, you know, as time passes, people look back on it fondly and realize that a lot of their problems were just in the moment, you know. So overall, my opinion on that chapter now is pretty positive. I'm one of the people who likes that chapter. And I think that so long as Isayama sticks the landing, like I have faith that he will, because it's Isayama we're talking about here, I think overall we'll be looking back on that chapter with a positive perspective as time moves on. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the chapter. All right. Chapter 138, A Long Dream. Huh. Well, that's an interesting name. Because this potentially ties into Eren in episode 1 when he woke up underneath the tree. Oh, I wonder, will this be... I wonder if this is like crackpot theory speaking, but is this going to be the chapter where this timeline ends and then next chapter is like the beginning of the next timeline and it becomes a big cycle? Because A Long Dream is a very, a very telling name. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's chapter 1. There's a baby being held by an old man. And they're looking as... what's going on here? Are the Colossal Titans collapsing? I think that's what's going on. I think these are the people who were being kind of driven off of that cliff, if you remember, a few chapters ago. Are they looking on as the Titans begin to collapse? That kind of looks like what it is, because the rumbling is over, potentially. Okay. That looks like Karina Braun. She's fallen over. Ugh. What was that? It was a bone. Hey, are you okay? Ugh. And they get back to her feet. And whoosh. Falco flies by with his big bird titan. Nice. Look. The bones are disappearing. The rumbling stopped. The titans behind Eren, the colossal titans behind Eren, are still standing at the moment, but we'll have to see if that's, temporary or not. Is Eren dead? And then Mikasa holds her head. Oh. An with its power, tends to get headaches often. Just a slave with no free will. I have always... Oh, man. Oh, that's good. I like a flashback to that. This is important. We definitely need to see... In these final chapters, Mikasa definitely is going to be a key role, right? Because obviously I don't have to explain obviously the Eren situation. Oh, that can't be the last. Oh man, that hurts. Oh, man. That can't be the last thing I heard. I always hated you. Oh, no. That's actually gonna make me tear up, man. Oh, man. Oh, that hits home. Oh, that hits home so much. That was just a dagger straight into my goddamn heart, that was. Oh, no. It sucks so much to lose someone and never be able to get resolution or closure with them, you know? Whether it be a relationship ending or a family member dying or losing contact with a friend or whatever it may be, the idea that you'll never see someone again and you never were able to get closure with them, even if, you know, in your heart you know that they did care about you, just... Oh, man. This hits home for a lot of reasons, man. Oh, man. And then, yeah, Falco lands. They look back, they see their family. Oh, Gabby's eyes meet with Karina and her parents as well, presumably. It looks kind of like a female, older Gabby there. Okay. She rushes over to her family. Mikasa and Jean get off the Falco. Gabby's mum kind of looks like Sasha's mum a little bit, don't you think? Interesting. Mikasa's there, watching over. Peak reunites with her father. Falco reunites with his parents. We have our regrets, I think this is Connie saying, but we stopped the rumbling for sure. Did you though? I kind of feel like this is a bit too happy, but we'll see. We'll see. How did you get here? Mr. Leonhardt, oh, I didn't even think about this. Annie and her dad. I didn't even think about that. How did you get here? Annie asks Karina. Mr. Leonhardt led us all here. Your father. Wow, you recognized Annie immediately. Well, I guess she is the female Titan, right? So it's pretty obvious. It's not like, I wonder who this female Titan who looks an awful lot like that little Annie girl might be. So, yeah, fair enough. Go. And she runs off. Karina, Reiner is still fighting. Yeah, I saw. And that shiny centipede. Where's Reiner? Armin. Oh, God, because there's still that situation with Armin and Reiner and all that, right? And yeah, Armin is climbing out of the crater. Oh, man, you can really see. His eyes don't look too happy, do they? You know? Oh, man. That's one thing I like about the way Isayama draws the Colossal, especially now, is the eyes are very expressive, you know? And Armin looks like he doesn't have lips here. Interesting. This chapter was drawn very quickly, presumably to make extra time for the final chapter, so it's understandable. And when I say quickly, I mean, like, as far as I'm aware, this chapter was finished a bit earlier than they usually are. So it's possible that stuff like him missing the lips could be like a drawing mistake or something, potentially, because it does look a bit different to how he usually draws Armin's Colossal, but again, this could just be... He could just have his lips up like he's straining to get up. There's, you know, I'm not. In fact, it looks even like there's a little indication of a bottom lip there. So I'm probably just speaking out of my ass right now. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. And then we have Reiner. His armor is all broken. He's laying on the floor, but he still very much looks alive. And behind him we can see the wall. Reiner, he's okay. Interesting thing to note is that the Titans are still alive. Armin is still alive. He's still moving. So, in my mind, this creates one of a few possibilities. Possibility one is that the spine thing is dead, but that hasn't actually gotten rid of the Titans, and the Titans will and the Titans and the Eldians being able to turn into Titans will continue to be a thing indefinitely. And simply removing the spiny boy from the equation won't fix that. Possibility two is that the Titans are gone, but the current generation of Titans needs to die off before it ends. You know, like the current generation needs to die, and then once the next generation comes in, there won't be any more Titans. Or possibility three, the spiny thing isn't dead, and that's why the Titans are still around. I'm just thinking out loud. Lots of possibilities here. Reiner, he's okay. Hey, look. Eerie? Hey, look, there. Not the Eerie, there. It's still alive after the explosion. Okay, what the hell is that thing? Okay, so that's what I was talking about. It seems as though the spine thing is still alive. And what's it doing? Is it climbing up the thingy? The thing they're on, the big like plateau thing? Is it climbing up? It kind of looks like it's wiggling up. Either that or it's just indented in the side from the explosion. But that's a good, like, what the hell is that thing to be able to survive a goddamn nuclear explosion? That's crazy. But the fact it's still alive means a lot because, like, that kind of means, well, we'll get into it. I won't do the thing where I talk for 10 minutes about possibilities and then turn the page and I get my answers immediately. I'll just keep reading. I don't know, but it's too dangerous to leave it alive. Yeah, and we see the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan both moving. Wow. Cool to see those two together again, eh? Huh? And then behind Armin, a huge explosion goes off. Armin and Reiner turn around. I knew you weren't going to die from that, Jean says. Yeah, but what should we do? So, yeah, as expected, that wasn't the end of things. Whoa! Whoa! Eren, this isn't just any Eren, this is Colossal Titan Eren. Whoa, this is like, so he can like choose the form he takes, I guess, because this is Eren with the body of a Colossal Titan and his weird emo hair still. Okay. And it's funny how this is definitely a parallel to like the shots we used to get of Reiner, right, where we get a big body shot of him walking through the steam and then a panel that would show like half of his face with the steam coming out of his mouth. This definitely is very similar to that kind of shot. But yeah, it's no surprise that Eren isn't dead. I already talked about this last chapter that like there's no way Eren was actually going to die in that explosion. This is bad. Keep Eren away from that shiny thing. That's a good point. We don't know what's going to happen. The rumbling might start again. It's interesting that I guess the Titans just don't give a shit. Because one thing I was thinking before is that even if the Titans stop, right, they're still Titans. We saw what happens when Titans aren't being controlled directly by the founding Titan. It's called seasons 1 to 3 of Attack on Titan, where the Titans go around trying to murder people anyway, just of their own desire. So one thing I talked about is how even if the Titans like aren't under Eren's control anymore, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stop running around trying to kill people, right? But it seems as though these Titans, either they don't have the energy to move, or maybe they were specifically designed to not function unless the founder is controlling them, or maybe they are functioning normally, but just they're too far away from the people, they don't care, they're just kind of hanging around. I don't know, I'm just, again, yeah. But they need to keep Eren away from the spine, makes sense. We have to kill the centipede. It survived the explosion. How can we kill it? We have to go after... Oh no, and then... This is Levi talking. We have to kill the centipede, Connie says. And then Levi replies, it survived the explosion. How can we kill it? We have to go after Eren. It's not over until he's dead. This nightmare. Dad, there's still something left to do, Peek speaking to his father. I'll make my brother proud, Falco says. Oh, I don't like this. It's all too happy. It's all too like, it's okay, Dad, I'll make you proud. We'll save the day and defeat Eren. Like, it's all too happy, man. I don't know. I have this feeling that it's really just not going to go well because they've had their emotional reunion with their parents. They've gotten to see, their mum and their dad and their family one last time, potentially one last time, I don't know, man. Eren's still there. We've still got 2 chapters left, including this one. I have a feeling this isn't going to go super well. Why? Why must things end this way? Mikasa's thinking. And again, because, yeah, like what she was thinking earlier, like, I've always hated you. Is that the last thing? Because, like, you got to think about it from her perspective, right? Like, even if she knows Eren needs to die, even if she knows that that's the only outcome in which the world gets to live, even then she would want to at least speak to Eren. She'd want to at least, hear from Eren's mouth, I've always cared about you, Mikasa, you were everything to me, blah, 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 that kind of thing, Even if things have to end here with Eren dying, she'd want some form of closure so the last things he said to her weren't, I've always hated you, it's totally understandable and very fucking heartbreaking, to be honest. And then Armin's looking over. It's interesting that Armin seems to be the one who's more like dedicated to this. But I also don't fancy Armin's chances in the fight against Eren here, because it's already been established multiple times that Armin really can't stand up to Eren in the fight. Reiner and Eren are kind of more closely matched. Like, Eren definitely has the advantage over Reiner, no doubt, especially now he has all these titans. But, like, they're more close. Armin really doesn't seem to be anywhere near Eren's level in terms of hand-to-hand combat, so I don't really fancy his chances here, especially with all the powers that Eren has. And no other Titan shifter, except for maybe Falco, could really do anything, because Reiner's good, but he's fucking tiny compared to Eren. It would be like a regular human trying to kill a 15-meter Titan without any ODM gear, right? Like, I don't fancy the chances of that. And Reiner's running over to the he's running over to the spine. Oh, what? Yeah, and it's giving off steam, it looks like. Yeah, either it's giving off steam or it's pulling in steam, one of the two. I'm going to assume it's giving off steam. Did you hurt your leg? No, it's been that way. Thank you. Oh, what? You're telling me they didn't murder each other? How surprising. If you didn't bomb from the sky, we'd be trying to kill each other. Can you stand? He's injured. There's a Titan coming. Help me with the cannon. We've made enough mistakes. Let's take care of this together. Yeah. If you didn't bomb from the sky, we'd be trying to kill each other. I assume what he means by that is because they'd be trying to get onto the airships to escape, right? And then these guys obviously wouldn't want that, so like, maybe I'm misinterpreting that wrong, but again, it's, you know, by the time this chapter comes out, in terms of my reaction to it being uploaded onto YouTube, I'll understand. It's like that infamous bit, infamous in my mind anyway, because of how I reacted to it, where they made the joke about like Hanji trying to feed a car a carrot, and I was like, you're trying to feed a car a carrot? I don't get it. Is there a joke? I don't understand. It's like, it took me like 10 minutes to realize, oh, it's a joke because she's feeding a carrot to a car. Blah. But yeah, yeah, there's a Titan coming. Help me with the cannon. We've made enough mistakes. Let's take care of this together, yeah. And then he sees Annie. Look away. Okay, I didn't want to accidentally look at the other pages. Annie. And they see each other. Oh, I feel like this isn't going to go well. What's all that steam? Why is there all that steam there? Someone's going to die. I feel like someone's going to die. They're going to look at each other and then the fucking spine's going to come out and squish Annie's dad or something. Oh, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Yep, steam. The steam's coming over. What the? Oh, okay, it's the steam from the... Okay, the spine thing. I was worried what was going to happen is, like, the spine's going to... and just fucking smash him. But no, okay. Armin looks behind. Okay. Armin's eyes look neat there. And he does have the lips, so I was just talking out my ass earlier. Good. Ryan is still running over to the spine. That's smoke. What is that? It's from that shiny thing. Is it dead? No, it doesn't smell like a dead Titan. Dead Titans have a smell? Okay, that's interesting. Isn't this the same thing as Rigako Village? Oh, no. But no, there's no way Eren would let that happen, though, right? Because there's no way Eren would allow them to be turned into Titans, because the whole reason he's doing this is because he wants them to live long lives, right? There's no way Eren would allow that to happen unless the spine is doing it independently, and that could be an option, I suppose. But I'll keep reading. Isn't this the same as Rigako Village? Huh? Oh, but then Mikasa would be the only one left because she's an Ackerman. Oh no. Oh no. And the Titan shifters wouldn't be affected, I don't think, like Falco. But if Mikasa's the... Oh no. If this is the same thing as Rigako Village, and they're all about to be turned into Titans, then Mikasa wouldn't be affected because she's an Ackerman. The Titan shifters, Falco and Annie, kind of... Like, they are Titans, but maybe it would control their mind or something. But the only ones who 100% for certain would be unaffected by it are Mikasa, because she's an Ackerman Asian combo. Reiner and Armin, because they're down on the ground, not in the smoke. But that's it. Oh no. But wouldn't that be perfect though, in a way, to have it just be Eren, Reiner, Armin, and Mikasa at the end? Oh, let's just keep reading, man. Mikasa. Oh, Levi as well, because he's an Ackerman. I forgot about that. He's an Ackerman, right? So he wouldn't be affected either. Unless the half-Eldian side of him overrules that, potentially. That is a possibility, because Reiner is only half-Eldian, right? But he can still become a Titan. Mikasa, peek. Get on Falco. We're getting out of here. What? What are you talking about? Ackermans and shifters are an exception. Okay. You should know what to do. No way. That's... Hurry. Okay, Mikasa peek, get on Falco. We're hanging out. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh. And then they're running off. They're reaching out to everybody. They're looking back. Jean, Connie, all their families, Gabby. And then Falco yells out. Oh man, poor Falco. Can Falco just get a goddamn break? Seriously? Commander Magath dies. His brother dies. His entire family, as far as he's aware, dies. He finds that his family's actually alive. Yay! Now they're dead again, and now Gabby's dead, potentially. It's like, come on, give the poor lad a break. Jesus Christ. Poor Falco, man. So this is the end for us. They're leaving it to us. That's the Scouts' way. Do you remember, Jean? During our graduation? Yeah. We ended up saving the world because of you. And then Annie and Mr. Laneheart going towards each other. And then, boom, all the Titans appear. The Marleyans wouldn't be affected though, right? Because they're Marleyans. Right? Unless this spinal thing works in a completely different way where even Marleyans are somehow affected by it. Which I suppose isn't impossible, I guess, because Ymir was the first person to come in contact with it and the spine gave her that power. So I suppose, and so the only reason Eldians specifically are the ones with Titans is because those are the ones that the spinal thing is kind of connected to. So I suppose if the spine is in control of this, it's not impossible that the Marleyans could become Titans too, but unless I see it with my own eyes, I'm going to just assume it's only the Eldians. In fact, no, I'm actually, now that I think about it, no, because they just established that the Ackermans are safe from it, and that's why Mikasa and Levi are still going off. So no, the Marleyans would be fine. Oh, geez, and they're all falling off. The thing's collapsing. No way. How is this even possible? I know that, like, Jean and Connie potentially just died, and I should be emotional about that, but, like, Titans can come back, right? We've seen that happen. Titans can become humans again. And Eren's whole motivation for doing this was to save the people he cared about, including Jean and Connie. So until I see with my own two eyes that Jean and Connie are dead, I'm not going to be upset about it, right? Until I see it with my own two eyes. Because as of right now, they're still technically alive, and there's nothing saying that they can't come back, potentially, depending on how things go. Especially considering we have Reiner here, who is, like, within the last couple of years of his life, he could potentially give his Titan Shift power over to one of them to save them, and I guess Armin could do the same thing, potentially, but, like, point is, so many things could happen. I'm not going to get upset about them being dead until I see it with my own two eyes that they're dead. You get me? Oh. Yeah, they're all falling down. No way. How is that even possible? And then we see, looks like Annie, and then Onyankopon there. Hey, are you okay? What the hell just happened? Dad? Okay, yeah, the Marleyans are fine, so, okay. Captain. And then they're looking up, oh, this isn't good. Oh man, right after they're like, you know what, you're an Eldian, but I don't care, we're going to work together anyway. Oh, now they turn into Titans. Well, this is why we don't work with Eldians, kind of thing. Oh, jeez. Oh, look, it's Annie's dad. And then, huh? But then, they look to the side and they all run off. It looks like instead of attacking the Marleyans, it looks like they're turning around and running off the edge. Interesting. This fucker. This fucker summoned an army. Don't you dare. You're not going past me. Oh, Jesus. So, okay, it makes sense that the spine is in control of them, so the spine doesn't give a shit about the random Marleyans up there. He just wants to get back to Eren. Makes sense. I keep calling it the spine, even though it's very clearly not a spine, but that's just the name I've decided on. Oh, what the hell? Oh, geez, did it make contact with Reiner? I think it did. Ooh, that looks like a hard impact. You really love this hell, huh, Eren? Look at Eren with his long hair. Jeez. Alright, I'll follow you to the end. Oh, and then there. Yeah, let me check. Okay, there's more pages after this. Armin and Eren reach for each other. Jeez. You can see Eren reaching under to grab the leg, which is probably a smart move, right? You take away the base from something this big, it's going to fall over. Oh, Colossal Titan fight with Armin and Eren. Never thought I'd say that, but alright. Oh, jeez. And we see Reiner holding onto the spine. Connie, Jean, Gabby, Mum. Oh my god. Everyone. Oh my god, that sucks so much. Oh my god. Yeah. Jean's Titan looks fucking weird as well. And Gabby's Titan looks like an alien, Jesus. But yeah. And then Falco swoops down. Oh, what's going on here? It looks like Peak. It looks like she bit the spine thing. It's a bit difficult to tell what happened, but it looks like she did something. What just happened? She bit someone, I think. It's difficult to tell. Yeah. Peak, Annie. When will he pay for it? Oh, and we see Annie is holding it from the other end now. It's also, you've got Reiner, Peak, and Annie all holding back this spine as the horde of Titans is going for them. Oh, and Armin and... Jeez, imagine poor Mappa having to animate this. Oh my god. Isayama is just cruel sometimes, honestly. Oh man. But then Falco's flying. Mikasa's holding her head. In pain. Mikasa, get your shit together. We're the only ones who can kill Eren. Oh man, this hurts so much. Oh, I can't take this anymore. Oh, I feel you, man. I feel you. Oh. I'm not going to go into detail because I can talk about this in the update video I'm going to do soon, but oh my god, this hits hard right now. This hits hard right now so much. I can't take this anymore. I want to go back. Oh, this is going to make me cry. Oh fuck, this is the last thing I needed right now. I want to go back. Back to our home. Mikasa, get up. You'll catch a cold. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna make me cry so much. Oh no. Okay. Mikasa, get up. You'll catch a cold. Eren? Huh? When did you fall asleep? You must have been really tired. Feels like I just had a long dream. Let's just rest today. We caught a big fish. And he looks over. Mikasa, why are you crying? Huh? Why? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be here. Eren even has like a different haircut. He looks different. He looks older. This is like old. It almost looks like old Eren, but with like not the long emo hair. Well, we can't do anything about it. What? Since we abandoned everything and ran away like this. It's been 2 months since the war against Male ended. They'll invade Paradise soon. We all die if we don't run. Armin is probably looking for us. I made Historia live through hell, and couldn't make up my mind. Between breeding livestock and genocide. Let's just live the rest of my 4 years peacefully. Just the two of us. This was what you said, Mikasa. Yeah. Sorry. I promise not to talk about this. Can you promise me something? One thing. When I die, throw away the scarf. You'll live long after I'm gone, and forget about me, and be free. Oh. Please, Mikasa. Oh, this hurts. Please, Mikasa, forget about me. And then Eren punches Armin. He's even got the hardened fist as a Titan. Sorry. Oh, and the Titans are tearing apart Reiner and Pieck and Annie. I can't. I suppose what she's imagining there is the future she wishes she could have with Eren. Oh, this chapter hurts me so much, man. I'm just gonna put it out on the table right now, so that like people watching this aren't like confused as to why I'm having such a strong reaction. I went through a really bad breakup like yesterday, so all this stuff with Mikasa and Eren is hitting me like fucking 10 times harder than it normally would, because it's like, oh, could the timing be any worse for this? Anyway, and she pulls out the scarf. I can't. Eren is in the mouth. I can't kill him. Help me do it. Eren is in the mouth. Interesting. Help me. I'll kill him. Help me do it. And she's put the scarf back on. Got it. And they jump out. Oh. Mikasa. Oh, and Armin grabs Eren right as he gets his fucking face caved in by a punch. Levi fires the Thunder Spear into Eren's mouth. Boom. Blows up some of the teeth. They rush in, find Eren's head. And Mikasa swings her sword. Eren looks up at her one last time. And Mikasa looks at Eren. See you later, Eren. And then she kisses with the decapitated head as Ymir stands behind and watches. To the boy who sought freedom, goodbye. Oh my god, this is... Oh, I don't know how I'm going to manage going through the discussion for this one. Holy shit. Oh, I need a second. Okay, so that was chapter 138, and oh boy, I have never had such a difficult time reading a chapter. I don't think I'm going to go super in-depth reviewing this chapter, because I think I will probably go insane if I do, because this is not a good time for this chapter to come out for me. But yeah, like I mentioned briefly, I went through a really bad breakup yesterday with someone who I was with for a few years, and I'm still very emotional about that. So all this stuff with Mikasa and Eren and having to say like goodbye to each other, it's fucking I'm enjoying it a lot from a storytelling perspective, but from like a personal perspective, it is tearing my heart apart. So I won't be able to spend long discussing this chapter just for the sake of my own like mental well-being. But yeah. So yeah, we had the moment where everyone was able to reunite with their family, and Mikasa, this is a very Mikasa-focused chapter. She's thinking to herself, thinking back to what Eren said to her, Mikasa, I've always hated you. She is terrified of the idea of those being the final words that Eren ever said to her, and that's very understandable, the idea that if you never see this person again, you want to at least know that you can move forward on good terms, and even if deep down she knows that Eren probably did that for her sake, to push her away or to lie to her to, this, that, or the other reason, it still would be so incredibly painful for those to be her final memories. And she's struggling with this. We get the scene with all the people meeting their families, Pieck, Falco, Reiner, not Reiner actually, he didn't get to see his family, oh, poor Reiner, Annie, they all get to see their family one final time, potentially one final time. They did stop the rumbling, that's true, they saved the world, well, assuming that nothing weird with the spine happens. Yeah. Annie goes to meet her dad. Armin climbs out. Reiner and Armin get back up. They begin moving towards the spine. Eren reappears, transforms into his colossal titan form, which apparently is a thing he can do according to this chapter, but it does make sense, I guess, since he has access to the Founder's power. But does he have access to the Founder's power? Well, okay, the whole situation with Eren's titan is a weird one, just in general, right? Just in general, it's a weird situation, because, I mean, it seems to have something to do with his connection to Ymir and the spine, and even though he doesn't have connection to the spine thing right now, it's also very clear that we don't really understand how all this stuff works, so I'm not going to question it too much right now. Eren has lips too, which is fun. Yeah, he has a very similar appearance to Armin just in general, with the lips and the way the spine, not the spine, sorry, the ribs are at the side. It's a very similar Titan design to Armin. And again, poor Mappa. No wonder they want to take a break after these 16 episodes, man. Having to animate all of this would be so difficult. Oh, but yeah. And then the spinal cord begins releasing, I guess, a gas that can transform all the Eldians into Titans. And yeah, so all the family of the warriors, you know, Jean and Connie included, they all get turned into Titans by this gas. Now, here's the thing. If every character got turned into gas that wasn't named Mikasa, you know, no, it got turned into gas. If all the Titans got turned... If all the people got turned into Titans who weren't named Mikasa and Levi, or even Levi because he's half Eldian, then I could understand... Then I would say that I'm pretty confident that that's it. They're gonna... I'm fucking fumbling over my words so much here. If everyone except Mikasa became a Titan who couldn't control themselves right now, a mindless Titan, then I would be completely confident that something will happen to return them to normal, right? But the only characters of note, the only characters of interest, because, you know, I do like the families, you know, I like Karina as a character, specifically. I like, you know, as characters, I like, you know, Karina and Mr. Laneheart as characters. So, you know, it's a shame to see them go. But in terms of characters I actually care about, in terms of not wanting them to die, it's Jean, Connie, and Gabby. Jean and Connie on their own, I could see this being the end for them. Gabby, not so much. It feels weird to kill off Gabby. It feels weird to do that. But, oh man, poor Falco, man. If this is the end of Gabby, if Gabby dies, it's sad that Gabby died because I like Gabby as a character, but I'm more feeling bad for Falco, man. He's such a good kid, you know. Falco is just so amazing and pure and wonderful. He deserves the world. And his family, his entire family is dead. The person he loved potentially is dead. Yeah, there are some people who survived, potentially Mikasa, but he doesn't know Mikasa. Mikasa he met 2 days ago and doesn't know anything about her. Everyone he actually cares about right now, except for Reiner, is dead. And it's oh my god, you poor boy. I feel, out of everyone, I feel bad for everyone in this situation, but Mikasa and Falco are definitely the two I feel worst for. Mikasa, though, it's more because of my own personal issues. Falco, just in general. The poor boy. He does not deserve all this pain, man. Oh. Yeah, and the Ackermans are immune. Even though Levi is only half Ackerman, it seems that half Ackerman overrides the half Eldian, it seems. Which makes sense, I suppose, if that's just how strong the Ackerman gene is. And yeah, they all got the chance to say goodbye to their families, to reunite with them one more time, and then they fly off. John and Connie, Gabby, oh, poor Falco screaming. Oh, poor Falco. So this is the end for us, yeah. John and Connie have a little conversation. Man. If this is the end for them, then... Man, this sucks, but they were good characters, man. I hope it's not the end for them. I want both of them to... I want everyone to be happy. Oh. Yeah. Annie and her dad never get to have that final reunion. Oh, man. But the one silver lining, I guess, is that the Titans didn't attack the people. They didn't kill the Marleyans. They didn't kill Annie and Yankapon. They jumped down and began heading after Reiner and all them. Yeah, they were used as an attack force rather than just a mindless horde, which is good at the very least. This fucker, that's the right way to think about this Reiner. This absolute piece of trash fucking spiny bastard. But Reiner tackles that son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, and it's nice to see everyone working together here. This showdown between Armin and Eren as Colossal Titans, I suppose it shouldn't be surprising, right? It makes sense that this would happen. It's a good thing that he has the help of Mikasa because, like I said, Armin, I like Armin. He's one of my favourite characters, but he ain't gonna stand up to Eren in a one-on-one fight, even with Titan powers. Especially with Titan powers, because Eren's Titan powers are way tougher than Armin's Titan powers. Connie, Jean, Gabby. Man. Yeah. When will he pay for it? We see Peek, Reiner, Annie all helping out here. Oh man, and Mikasa. She can't take this, and it's like she creates... I don't know whether this is a fantasy inside of her head, or an alternate timeline that does exist, but isn't this one, or perhaps even some kind of weird timey-wimey, fiddly-widdly stuff. I'd say the most likely scenario is it is just a fantasy inside of her head, but you know, it's important to think about the other possibilities. Yeah. This stuff, imagining the life that she could have had with Eren if things had just been a bit different, if she just said a few different things here and there, if she'd given him some different answers, if she told him some different things, if Eren could have believed that they could have had a future happy together. Ah, man. Yeah, this is what Mikasa wanted, you know. If things have to end, then she wants to be with Eren for those last 4 years together, happy. And then, please, Mikasa, forget about me. Oh. Like I said, I'm not going to spend long analysing this because my heart can't handle it. I can't review this the same way I'd review most chapters. But it is, even if I wasn't feeling the way I'm feeling, I would get emotional at this. This is really good stuff. And then, yeah, they go forward. One thing I do find interesting is Eren's motivation in all this in regards to Connie and Jean becoming Titans. Because his whole thing was that he wanted to protect his friends. He wanted them all to live long lives. And that's why he's doing this. So the idea that Jean and Connie became Titans doesn't seem like something that Eren would want, right? Unless it's a thing where it's like it needs to happen because, well, either they die or everyone else. Like either just them two die or all of them die. And if I had to choose between those two, I'm going to choose just the two of them. Or it could be a thing where the Spine is doing it completely independently of Eren. And maybe Eren has every intention of returning them to humans once this is all over or something like that. I don't know, but it's interesting from like Eren's perspective why he would allow that to happen, unless of course he doesn't have any say in it. Yeah, they go through the mouth. Jesus, Eren's head is big. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they go through the mouth. And, yeah, Mikasa swings a sword. Eren gives her one final look. Man, this is going to kill me inside. Oh, he gives Mikasa one final look. Yeah. And they kiss with Ymir standing behind them. Man. I really liked this chapter. This was a solid emotional chapter. I'm gonna fucking die if I spend any more time talking about this, so I'm just gonna get it done with quickly. I really liked this chapter. I thought it was really good. I think the emotions of it hit perfectly. I'm not sure how I feel about the Jean and Connie situation, but again, that's something I'm going to have to think about. You know, like last chapter, I'm going to have to think about this, see how things go, see what happens next chapter. But, yeah, I like this chapter. I'm interested to hear what you guys all thought about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that the reception to this one is better than the reception to the last one. And yeah, I'll make an update video at some point explaining in more detail what the situation is and the future of this channel and stuff, because I do have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I might be down in the comments, I don't know, I'll see how things go. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of the chapter. I'm sorry that the review couldn't be as in-depth as previous ones, but like I said, I'm going through a lot right now, and this chapter is exactly what I don't need right now. As much as I can appreciate it from like a quality perspective and be like, yeah, this was a good chapter, I can't. So yeah, it was a nice chapter, I enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.